Hello and welcome back to Avowed. We only have the main quest left to do, and that means we have to locate the steel garrote, who are down here. So, let's go and locate them and, well, see where things take us from here. Let's just get a current lay of the land, actually, before we do this. Okay. Your only lead is to locate the steel garrote in Gallowayne's tusks. They're also searching for the garden. Alright. That's as much as we've got. Now, we're actually on friendly-ish terms with the steel garrote, so I'm interested to see how this goes. Also, loot. Grab that, and then there's some loot here as well. Nice. Oh, and there's this over here. We also need to do more cooking at some point, because in between episodes, I went and gave ourselves a bunch more regen in the bottom left. But I realized that it was taking longer and longer to gain regen, and that's because we don't have any actual, you know, cooked things. We mostly have raw materials, so I need to do cooking. Anyway. Hello.
Who are you, spirit? Go away. I know you're not real. I'll stop you if I must.
The trap cuts. The fox cries at the pain of the hare. The justice of the wild.
The plague's corrupted the rest of us. The steel garrote. Our minds broken. I won't let it take me. I'll keep my sanity. You're not real. You can't be. No, go away, spirit.
Alfear. I knew it.
Time has not been kind to her, has it?
Is that my name? Alfear? I've been wondering. But is it me I'm frightened of? Or her?
I doubt you could tell a spirit from a shade. In any case, I'm perfectly real.
My soul is mine. Mine, it will not be despoiled. What was that prayer Ludwig taught us to banish the visions? Fearsome Modica, by your withering gaze, I bind this tricksome devil. Oh, gods, it's still there. I see the canopy of a tree inside your soul. No! Stop looking at me. I don't want to see it.
Right. She's gone. I'd almost suggest leaving her like this.
It's just our luck. I'll question her, see what we can learn.
The ruiner, the rival, the seed of the poisonous tree. She said... She commanded me.
Have you found another path to the garden?
The closer she draws us to the wood, the worse the visions become. Leaves and chains, roots and rot. When I close my eyes and when I wake, they never go away. Make them go away.
Where is Inquisitor Ludwig now?
The Queen receives petitioners from atop her burning throne.
Game crashed. Cool. By the way, the game crashes actually seem... Oh, it's not even going to properly crash. Oh, there we go. They seem pretty consistent. They seem like they crash if I've been playing the game for like a couple of hours. Must be very annoying if you play games normally. I tend to play games in like hour-long bursts. So in an hour burst, you're not going to get a crash. I've been playing here for about 3 hours-ish. And yeah, immediately just crashed. Anyway, I'll meet you back where we were. Bedouin.
Who are you? Go. The plague.
Alf.
The root. The closer when the Queen receives petitioners from atop her burning throne. The Queen and she.
Ooh. So that she must be on top of the volcano, we'd reckon. Petitioners, do you mean someone from the keep?
Has Kostya already spoken with her?
They are grubs in the dirt. Wriggling things. Nothing to her but feed for the journey to the wood.
Ludwina and her remaining forces must be inside the mine. Let's go.
None shall pass, she said. None but she and the queen that was and always will be. Boudica bind you, villain!
Oh, we're fighting, are we?
Watch yourself.
Well, what's interesting is we could have had this fight a lot earlier, as in we could have fought her a lot earlier. Imagine that would have led to a different fight. That's kind of interesting. Wait, why are my spells wrong? Oh, there we go. Now they're correct. And a little one of those. Hit her a little bit. Pull a Eora. There we go. Now we'll beat her up as she's floating in midair. More damage. And again. Big hit. And I'm sorry, Captain Alfir, but you're dead. Cool. Death Knight gloves and a lot of money. Right. Death Knight gloves. The chill radiating from the coal black armor is like a kiss from beyond the grave. These reinforced gauntlets around allow the wearer to block incoming attacks with minimal effort, and though the frigid metal may cause numbness in the fingers, they are a Cryomancer's best friend. The deathly aura emanating from the gauntlets vastly empowers the potency of the wearer's frost magic. Also, this is blue gear, which implies that we could have got this same gear much earlier, which would have made sense, right? You know, if we had fought her earlier, we would have got the same gear earlier. Just interesting, it doesn't scale. So there's one of the 2 fast travel points we were missing. So I'm assuming the last one must be wherever the main quest is, as in wherever it leads us. Now let's head up here. We're also assuming everyone else in here has been dream scourged, which hopefully Ludwine can see, because we're assuming she won't be dream scourged because she's not alive. We'll see. Right. Although, actually, this guy doesn't necessarily seem dream scourged. Interesting. He might have just been a normal bloke. Alright. So that's a way to go. That's a way to go. Huh. Well, we'll sneak in this way. We obviously want to loot the whole place eventually. But we might as well grab some of this stuff early. Hit him.
Up 10.
I heard something.
Kill the initiate who doesn't know what they're getting themselves into. Just thoroughly out of his depth, like not a chance that that was happening.
But who's counting?
Right. Those things. Right, grab that as well. Cool. In here? Is there any loot down here? Not from these guys. Alright, quick save. Make our way further in here. Basically going for run and stop, run and stop, run and stop. Okay, well, they're about to see me, so... Hey, that guy's dream thralled. Yeah, so some are dream thralled and some aren't, but because they're following like a chain of command, you know, as long as the higher ups are dream thralled, they're all screwed. That looks like a way out, maybe, or something else. Huh. Okay. Well, we don't need to worry about that then. Grab the cave coral. I was also wondering whether I meant to turn all of this level 4 crafting material into level 5 crafting material, and that's why we haven't found any level 5 stuff. Like, maybe we're meant to turn level 4 stuff into it, and level 5 stuff will never be given to you. I don't know. was a thought. Anyway. Down here. Sorcerer at the back is our biggest problem. Just stay here for a second, then.
Who's there? It's the envoy. Don't want to regret it.
Oh, that's a lot of enemies that now know we're here. Ow. Hey, you're not allowed to set me on fire. I'm allowed to set you on fire. Right. Didn't realize there was another place there. That would have changed what I was doing quite dramatically had I realized. Right. Ow. Charge. Hit him. That's the end of that priest. I do love the way it just kind of squishes them. Ow. And one of those. And gives us a second for regen to kick in. Essence. Binding. Yeah, that guy's dead. Right. Down here.
Back on my feet. Back in the fight.
Eckworth and Rob!
Coward!
Show me what
You shouldn't be here.
I love the great trash talk of "you shouldn't be here." That is some classic trash talk. Just absolutely scathing. Oh, they're dead. Right. Where's the loot? Ah, there it is. Loot wasn't from the body I could see, it was from the ash pile. I see. Ooh. Grab that. I was also wondering if the last fast travel could be up at Ludwig herself. As in whether there's a chance that it would make you go back. There's a chance. Imp catchers. Increases your movement speed, stamina, and dodge distance. These sturdy leather boots were enchanted by none other than the Archmage Arkemir himself, bearer of the impressive titles such as Bringer of the Foul Wind, the Teat of Suckling Imps, and the Herald of Dirty Slippers. As a wizard partial to the employ of imps among his household staff, it was also important to employ someone to be able to catch the unruly creatures when they were in need of a bath or punishment. Regardless of the need, these boots were Archemir's gift to whichever apprentice was lucky enough to bear the esteemed title of Imp Wrangler. A magical seal adheres these boots to the wearer's legs when donned. While a minor annoyance at times, it's a small price to pay in exchange for protecting one's feet from errant imps' effluvia? Anyway. I'm not sure I really want to know what an imp's, whatever that is, looks like. That would probably be horrible. Also, Arkemir, I think, was in Pillars too. A report written by a high-ranking officer within the Steel Garrote. The letters are written in a shaky hand. It is clear we must conquer inside the earth and take the place deep underground where roots begin their growth. The garden will belong to us. We will belong to the garden. We will blossom the mountain, and from there conquer our enemies. We must make the land bloom. Ah. Yeah, I can't imagine Ludwig's too happy about that. Assuming Ludwig can't be dream scourged because she is undead. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she completely can be. Which would be terrifying, I'm sure. But we'll see. Right.
Right behind you.
I haven't quite decided how I'm going to handle this yet. Really need one of those guys to turn around. Ideally, both of them, actually. On the other hand...
What was that?
Yeah, it's a dead sorcerer.
Left leg.
Hit the initiate. Well, you're dead. I was gonna do something about him, and then I just saw the thing coming back. Killed the Beckoner, which I'm hoping is the thing that summoned the Flame Blights. Followed by Heartseeker. Nice. It was the thing that summoned the Flame Blights. That's good. Grab that. And that. Ooh. And the lockbox. And the money. There's a lot of money here, but if it's an endgame area, it kind of makes sense that they give you a lot of money because they want you to be able to leave and go and buy something if you're really under-equipped for the task at hand. Right. Grab that. And then there's more loot up here. Open the chest. Where there's more money. And other such things. Head down here. Grab that. Grab that. I'm not even going to do anything with that right now. Or anything with anything back there. I'm simply going to go this way. And I'm going to unlock the shortcut that we know exists. Why am I unlocking the shortcut? Mostly for completion's sake. Yeah. Mostly for completion's sake. And because we saw it existed before. I don't know if we're ever going to have to use it, but makes sense to head over here. There also might be some loot, like, sitting right behind it. There isn't, but there could have been. Right. So I guess this is just a shortcut to the Ash Forest if you need it. Yeah, I guess it would give you that that quick travel point. You could go up there, but seems unnecessary to me unless there's a reason you can't go out the other entrance. I don't really see why you would do that. But yeah, maybe it's just for people who don't like fast travel. Yeah, there's a lot of odd areas like that. Makes me think they maybe designed some of the zones and then designed what they were putting in them afterwards. I don't know. It's got that kind of feel like we were thinking about doing something with this and then we didn't. But we left the area in here. Anyway, Mount Forja Mines, which I assume is going to kick us out there. There's another entrance to the mines there, but we can't enter in. That must be an exit from the mines, because that didn't have like an enter. Huh. Weird. Alright, well, cool. We're assuming this is going to take us out behind the face as well, which will then allow us to get the Galloway's thing. Yeah, so this is in its own dungeon. Currently.
Saka sub-steel garrote slaughtered them and left them to rot. I say we paid them in kind.
Agreed. Eyes peeled and weapons drawn.
Guys, I'm on the side of the steel garrote. I may be lenient, but remember that. There's stuff up there as well. Right, let's take the side path. Never take the main path. That leads down there. Never mind, the main path might be, like, fantastic, actually.
Quiet, Nimdut.
Nice. Got the thing to explode. They're now taking the other route to me, which is good. Killed the Thaumaturge. They're now taking this route back to us. And now they're getting lightning to death. Good. And blast that. Just want to see where it goes, basically. That goes to yet another area with another route around. Ah, so that's level 5 crafting material. I was just talking about that. Interesting. Okay. So maybe we get level 5 crafting material in this bit. Huh. Yeah, still some level 4, but yeah, a little level 5 crafting is interesting. So there's a route that way, and then there's the other route. Ooh. Then there's another route this way, which I think actually leads to the same place, but we'll have a look. Also, there's this route, which leads this way. So this seems to be connecting from the same place. So where does the other route go? Now this is odd that there are 3 corridors that appear to go to the same place. Alright, there are just 3 corridors that go to the same place. Maybe there's a way of sneaking through here. Maybe there's an alternative, like, thing happening if you've made other choices in the game. Because this is another sneak route here, right? No, this is another... Yeah, this is another route that you could have snuck through here. That's barred. Maybe it's, like, way out? Yeah, I'm starting to think that there's more ways out here. Weird. Don't know why there are so many ways out. Alright, well... Blast them.
Next one's mine.
Up 10.
I did damage to someone. Ow. Killed the Steel Garrote soldier.
Let's see what you got.
Well, I got my taunt cast off. Oh, you're Steel Garrote champion, I see. I'll be honest, I thought you were Marius. I mean, you're not Marius, but I thought you were. Kill the wizard. Right.
Nice job.
Grab that. And that. That. And those. Quick save. Right. Grab those and climb. Apparently there's more loot down below. Go grab it in a second. Right. So where's the loot down here? Ah, you. Yeah, it's not a way across. That's a way out. Again, another way out. Think we're getting the timer with a way out kind of mission. So it'll give us like a couple minute timer we have to escape kind of thing.
You the roots if you lie.
Please tell me.
Just keep taunting. Right, hey Warden. Actually, before we do that, let's grab the chest, because then it will stop making a noise. Right, hey.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't come.
What happened to the Steel Garrote?
I don't know. They caught me. They said they had questions. Then they stopped making sense. Just nonsense.
That's the Dream Scourge, all right.
Please. There is a friend of mine hiding in the summit. You have to help me before it's too late.
That's all right.
Alright. We'll try. Person just had a single potato on him. Right. Now we have another route here. To another side route. Does it lead to the exact same places that the other ones do? Not quite, it leads to loot. I mean, could you have got to this loot via the other route? Yeah. Wait, it claims Inquisitor Ludwine's in this room. Is that true? No, I think it means this is the route to Inquisitor Ludwine. Alright, this gives me a good idea of where the enemies are. Well, I'm sorry. You have to go.
Make the Inquisitor proud. We've got company. One for you.
That one's dead.
What's the target? Let's see what you got.
That guy right there.
Let me catch my breath.
There we go. Blast. There we go. Heavy damage to everything. Right. Oh, Adra beetles. They're on your side, huh? It's interesting. One of those. Right, a little bit more of that. Oh, you're not dead. Oh. Dead. Okay. Keep attacking. Right. Now we can grab all this loot. Ooh, grab that. And we'll grab that. And we'll grab that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And in here.
Well, that's that. We'll need another way through.
Ah, you see. Well, that's our other way through, obviously. Before we do that, though, there's this route. This leads somewhere. Wait, is this our other way through? No, that's our other way through. Yeah, this is all optional, then, according to that. Right. Or according to our quest marker, that's all optional, I should say. Lava forged plate. Taking melee damage deals fire damage to nearby enemies. Resistance to fire accumulation, like a huge amount. Though donning this armor can be a difficult endeavor to avoid burning oneself, the protection it provides is worth the risk. The unique plate armor was forged in the long-lost floating foundry, a Pargrun facility built atop a river of lava. During its brief existence, remarkable arms and armor were crafted in the floating foundry, but it was not to last. This plate is one of the few pieces of Pargrun craftsmanship that survived the fall of the floating foundry thanks to its unique composition. Ooh, cool. Get rid of all that. That gives us a lot of weight. Also realized one other thing we wanted to do. Was that saying that there's an enemy over there? There is, okay. One other thing that we wanted to do but haven't done is we wanted to get that last upgrade that we could to the... That's interesting. That's a lot of enemies. The last upgrade we could get to the star metal thing. I forgot about that. We should do that. I don't know if it's a quest, but we should definitely do it anyway. Because we can. Right. Wait a second or two. Get there. Back off. Get in here. Oh, climb. There we go. Big hit. Kill the shades. Lava blight. And it's dead. Right. 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 And now they're all dead. There's the Balrog skin. And we'll grab that as well. And then it says that this is the way forward now. Ah. So there are multiple ways forward here. And this is one of them. Cool. Oh, missed this one. So this leads over here. Up to this bit. Lots of Eyes of Rumagant, which makes me think that it wants you to go over the lava at some point around here. Cool. I know there's another route we haven't yet taken, and I am thinking about going back to it. Just not doing it yet, until I know what we're looking at. So that leads down here. So is the bit below that... I'm trying to figure out whether the explodey bit's going to take us there. Let's go have a look. Yeah, I think there's a chance the explodey... Well, they seem to lead in two completely different directions, actually. Where this route? Where does it... Oh, this must be the other side of the explodey bit. Yeah, this must loop around here. I understand. This is further on the same path. Alright, it's a way to avoid a fight. So there's a stealth route. Weirdly. Maybe stealth was going to be a bigger thing in the game at one point. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Because it's not that big a thing right now, but there are a lot of mechanics that seem to indicate that stealth at one point was a big thing. So maybe that's it. Ow. Well, obviously one of those, one of those. And we just chill for a second, one of those. And then little lightning. That didn't auto hit the enemy, which is weird. Ice. Fire. Right. Ow. Beetle shell. That. Those things. Right. Then this is going to lead down to the explodey rock bit, right? That's what we're thinking, anyway. Yeah, so that leads down to here, which if we chuck a grenade at it, links the areas. Right. That's okay. There's apparently a thing above there, but we're not getting it from this side, so... Must be, like, actually above it. So now we're doing a long run back. Switch to those, because those are the most likely ones that I'm going to have to use. I don't think my companions are healing, because they're taking poison damage currently. I think when they stop taking poison damage, yeah, they'll look at that, with Marius. He'll heal. So that healing must be triggered on a, time since last taking damage type thing. Letter from Kostya to Ludwin. To the esteemed Inquisitor Ludwin, your mission has moved me greatly. I understand how singular your purpose is, how consuming your desire to save Adair and Wodika. As I too possess loyalties not even death can sway. I believe you and I may be of assistance to one another. Regardless of whether you believe the same, I hope you'll provide me with the opportunity to prove as much. Yours in duty, Kostya. My problem with Kostya, right? And it's going to sound unfair. My problem with Kostya is that he's too eager to work with us. Right? Like, he's too eager to be on our side. That makes me not trust him. It's completely unfair. But, and I think he is being genuine, but I don't trust him because he's like, yeah, I'll be on your side. It's like, how quick are you changing sides, mate? To me, anyway. Obviously, he might not be changing sides that quickly, but... Anyway.
This is a mess. And the Steel Garrod aren't the disorderly type. They must have left in a hurry. Are these Pargrunen books? Like campfire reading? I wonder how the Steel Garrod got them.
They circled Solace Keep on the map. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Are they planning to attack the keep?
Ludwig's bold, but she's a strong tactician. I don't see her leading her people in a reckless assault. Not without a very good reason.
There's no way attacking Solace would get them any closer to the garden. Unless...
Hang on. What if that path is under the keep?
Well, if that's true, how would the Steel Garrot know?
Someone must have told Ludwig. Even amongst a tight-knit group like the Pargrunen, there's always someone with a price.
Doesn't matter. The Steel Garrot getting to the garden cannot be a good thing.
Right. Watch each other's backs. This might get messy.
I'm with you. Fair weather or foul.
Been watching your backs all this time. Not about to stop now.
Alright. Well, that's a lot of money it just gave us. Like an absurd amount of money. Yeah, okay. So they really, 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 really want you to be able to equip yourself at this point. They're like, okay, you may have got to this point. You may have stealthed your entire way through. But you really need to equip some weapons that are actually good enough to do the next section. Are ours? Yes, we're currently, like, classed as good enough. Stained map of Galawain's Tusk containing the many places the Steel Garrot has apparently searched while looking for the garden. Solace Keep has been circled thrice. Ah. Grab that. Also, we know how they got the books. They got the books from, Dolna. Establishment of Solace, Volume 10. A volume, part of a set of Pargrunen history. Much of the writing is lost to age and wear, but a slip of cloth marks a spot of particular interest to the previous reader. While his followers welcomed a moment to stop and make rest, many felt strongly that this place on the coast of the violent molten land they called Galawain's Tusk was neither safe nor inviting as a foundation for civilization. Nandru's closest advisors warned him of the Pargrunan settlements that preceded this one, and of the mouldering ruins thereof. Mandrew simply gazed out over the acrid sea at the mystical glow beyond and said these words, immortalized by tradition and passed down forever since. Here our journey ends, my people. Here we find solace. That's why it's named Solace. Ah. The Serenian Proclamations. A more recent volume that's seen some wears, seemingly bound and rebound several times. The writing seems of a more modern age, but the paper has not weathered the years with grace. Once the invaders were repelled and the process of clearing the rubble had begun, Serena quickly established new traditions meant to bolster Solace against future invasions of the type. Many of those traditions are still in place today, though many, such as the prohibition on relying on written word to carry our culture and knowledge, remain controversial. Serena believed that Solace's thoughts and culture were as valuable as its material resources, and thus they deserved special protection from outside threats. To record our knowledge, culture, and advancements in written form would make them available to be taken or destroyed by foreign invaders, and therefore, Serena forbade the creation of written records. While the people of Solace followed the decree, knowing that Serena's strength and strategic acumen had repelled the savages that had broken the walls, many murmured among themselves that this was a step too far. By Serena's decree, materials such as this very volume would be considered illegal, just for the fear that it would fall into enemy hands. Yes, but as we know, that's not the reason why she wanted all of the written words to be discounted and for things to be destroyed. She didn't want anyone referencing.
She defiles our ground.
Ah. To the summit. We were told that someone else was hiding in the summit as well. So this must be outside. We're assuming that this is outside. Oh.
She is near.
I don't think that this person is talking about Ludwig. Necessarily. I think this person is talking about Wodika. Like, I think that's who Sapadal's talking about. I might be wrong, though.
You will go no further. The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop me?
Hello.
The time has come to take the garden.
Wardens will never.
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness. Today, the living lands unites under one flag. One people. One law. One true God.
No!
Oh.
Never again!
Oh, that's not good. Okay. Okay.
Let's talk.
Alright.
I was just getting warmed up.
Let's talk.
So here you are. Sapadal coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the safety of the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves a trap of steel.
Look at my paladin's envoy. Look what your god has done to us. I should have realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapadal's weapon. A cudgel to drive us out of the living lands.
I'm just checking. Okay, it's just telling us about spiders, but the fact that it was a highlighted word was interesting. I don't think it's a weapon, I think it's a reflex. Let's say that.
Then Sapadal's danger is only outmatched by their unpredictability. What a pair we make, Envoy. Proxies in a war between gods. Your patron versus my faith. A war that ends here and now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment? Or do we gamble it all on the monster whispering in your ear?
Ludwig, I'm not against you. This isn't my god. This is just a god who has a connection to us. But, let's say, what do you propose?
keep your promise to the Emperor. Cut the Dream Scourge off at the root. Permanently.
No!
No matter where we turn, we find the consequences of Sapadal. Plague, blight, madness. The Living Lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god, much less one that's lost its mind.
I hate to say this, but she's got a point. Not that I trust her with the solution.
We were fine living at the whim of a sleeping god until you came along and woke it up.
You and I alone can save the Living Lands by destroying the unending madness that is Sapadal.
Interesting. So, from everything we've learned, Sapadal is not good. There are zero redeeming elements about Sapadal from what we've learned. Right? Sapadal has very few things that would make you a fan of Sapadal. The only reason why the choice in front of us seems like it might be the bad choice is one, Sapadal has told us that it's the bad choice, which doesn't seem like that's very reliable stuff, and it's been given by a skeleton with flames for eyes. These aren't necessarily reasons to be like Sapadal bad. Wodaka isn't great, but Sapadal does like just kill everybody when they don't do what Sapadal wants. That's a little extreme. I mean, so does Wodaka, I guess. But we're not on Wodaka's side. It's not the choice of get rid of Wodaka or get rid of Sapadal. It's the choice of get rid of Sapadal or, I don't know, release Sapadal into the world. I want to hear what my friends think, but I'm choosing... I think I have to choose option 2. I think our character at no point is going to be like, you know what? Let's release Sapadal. Especially as... It's not even like, oh, as a godlike of Sapadal, we have this obligation to release Sapadal. All the other godlikes of Sapadal are like, no, we don't want any part of this. We're imprisoning them in a garden. Right? They were like, oh, we can't let you get the information as you might free Sapadal. Nandru created Solace Keep to keep people away from the garden. I want to hear what my friends think.
Listen, I don't agree with the Inquisitor on much else, but she's right about this. No matter who controls the Living Lands, Sapadal's a danger to everyone who lives here.
You're asking me what to do about the god living in your head? I don't know, but killing a god sounds like a really bad idea.
Our time is short. Choose.
You're right. I'm going to the garden to destroy Sapadal. Sapadal isn't going to be happy about that.
She lies. She poisons.
Good. This island's got enough trouble ahead without an angry god making it worse.
Are you sure that's the right decision?
It's not every day that a godlike vanquishes their creator. Tell me, when the time comes, will you hesitate? Or will it be swift?
I won't know for certain until I confront them in the garden. That's a good answer. I think 1 is a little too committed to the bit. 2, like, that's going to make Ludwig think I have second thoughts. But saying I won't know for certain until I confront them? That could mean anything.
That is what concerns me. Are you confident in your own strength? Do you imagine that Sapadal has no hold over you? I will judge that for myself and judge harshly, starting with your conduct in Dawnshore.
Oh!
I knew everything we've done would come back.
Oh, this is great.
You brought your killer to justice, sending a message to anyone who would dare stand in our way.
Yes, fantastic. This is what I wanted, or something like this. We've been making these choices all the way through the game. We've been saying, hey, what about this? What about that? We've been really thinking about each choice, going, what do we want to do? How do we want to progress it? Because each choice felt like it was going to matter at some point. Now, obviously, now we know why it matters. this is interesting. Let's say we needed a display of strength and unity. Yeah, so this is the first one. Let's do that. That seems reasonable.
When the embassy disappointed us, you changed our fortunes. What of Emerald Stair? You were wise not to interfere with Fior Messiverno. Wiser, perhaps blind. It makes no difference. The Steel Garrote cleansed the city of governance, history, and animancy gone awry.
We'll remain silent on that one. I don't think I can say anything.
Our paths crossed again in Shatterscarp. You destroyed the ruins of Naku Kubel, saved the settlement, hobbled the Dream Scourge.
Ringgrim's alternative would have killed innocents.
When caught between impossible choices, you trusted logic. For that, you have my respect. After weighing your conduct, I have reached a decision. You have one chance to do the right thing, Envoy. One chance. Kill Sapadal, and do not falter.
A false promise. A chance to escape.
We can worry about her later. First, we've got to get off this mountain alive and track down your god.
Your fealty has bought you my trust. Do not squander it.
Nod solemnly.
I leave Sapadal in the garden to you. Another matter calls me back to Dawnshore.
What? You were just gonna let her leave?
Until next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her leave.
If that's how she treats her allies.
Marius, we're on the same side here. Why would you just spawn enemies on top of me? It's very not okay. Right, hit him. I need you to stop charging me, because it's really annoying. Right. I do wonder, like, what Sapadal's gonna do with the knowledge that we're going to kill her, but, we'll see. Didn't mean to do that spell, I meant to do this one, but that worked okay. Big boom. One of those. Right.
I think they're coming from the camps.
Okay. Hit the arquebuser. So hopefully this isn't an infinite spawn situation. Ow. We haven't had like dialogue that says get out of here yet, so. And there's bits we haven't explored, so. Okay, I'll tell you what was happening there. I was spamming the taunt button, right? I was spamming the taunt button for Kai, and we just weren't getting any taunts done. It's very annoying. Oh, you can do that with stealth? Oh, that's cool. So you can kind of go into stealth and then use that again and again and again. That's very cool. Well, that made me feel better after they hit me. You good to go?
Be right with you.
Right. Oh, more? Now what are we doing?
I hope you're ready to sleep with one eye open, because I doubt Ludwig sleeps at all. I hate to say it, but whatever did that, whatever turned all those people into dream thralls, I think it was Sapadal. We've got to get you to the garden, whatever it takes.
Yeah, I mean, it was Sapadal. I can confirm that for you.
The venom drowns us. Save us, please.
I don't think that you should be saved. I do want to go there.
Feel our voice.
Well, we'll do that in a minute. It does seem like it would be a bit bad to do that, just in general. But I need to loot everything first, just in case we have to run off the island, you know? Right.
Speak. We would speak to you.
Yeah, I know you want to speak to us. That's perfectly understandable. We're very good to speak to. Right. So I think that we are where I think we are. Yeah, so we're here. Okay. So there should be a Gallowayne thing around here. Somewhere. Which might be the last thing that we need to do. So we will look for that somewhere. It said it was behind the eye, right? Right. So you're going to say I need to speak to you again in a second. Probably. Right. Ooh. Dark Rebirth. Reduces the cooldown for second wind by 15%. This ring has been transformed by Sapodal's explosive outburst that caused Malgrin's breath to erupt. Its disconcerting appearance recalls the colours and textures of a being that succumbed to the Dream Scourge. A solid, concentrated mass of energy is set where a gemstone would be on most rings. It glows with an eerie light that makes your brain itch if you stare too long into its swirling vortex of colours. Also, I just realised we could have had a fight with Ludwig there, presumably. Which would have made a very interesting end to the game, right? If we were going to the garden, because Ludwig's kind of been set up as the only thing that you would fight. In my head, I'm like, the only thing we could fight is like Wodaka. Or like just an army of Dream Thralls. Crazy. Is that what I'm looking for? It is. Oh. Love to see it. Right. That doesn't look like a way out. I just thought I'd have a look. Right. So, she wants to speak to us. Or it wants to speak to us, I should say. They want to speak to us? Oh, there.
They stand outside our prison. We rattle the bars they do not hear. We scream. They do not answer.
Tell me the truth, Sapodal. Are you behind the Dream Scourge?
Truth. Truth? We are in agony. They come. A surging flood of parasites. They destroy us bite by bite.
Stop with the tantrums. I can't reason with you when you're like this.
We do not wish this. Not again. They eat us alive. Out. Let us out. Set us free.
Those were people. How could you turn them into monsters?
They eat through us. Carve us open. No difference. New steel treads upon the ashes of the old. The light stands in the midst. The old light. It blinds us. Send it away.
Well, let's say keep trying. Breathe. Ground yourself.
It hurts. It has always hurt this way. And our pain spreads. And the rot spreads. The plague grows.
The Dream Scourge was you. It was always you.
No. We see now. The mycelial roots tended with our blood and tears. We wanted to be patience and strength, but we were afraid. They hurt us and would not stop.
Well, Nako Kubel's spirits told us what you're capable of when you're afraid. You must learn restraint.
We did not mean to. We were innocent. We were never taught the meaning of our strength. We were nothing once, and then we were. As we woke to the world, we reached out and we found them, the other gods. We thought they would love us, but they flinched from us like we were a flame. Charred Queen called us an abomination. We tore chasms in the land and boiled its rivers to stop her magfolk, to save our people. How could we have known how fragile their bodies were? She hurt us, killed those who loved us. She wanted us gone, forgotten, destroyed utterly.
Well, that's why Wodaka came for the Akita. It was because of you.
She called us aberration. She named us monster before we even knew what we were. Yet she made it our sin. She who caged us. She who called us monster. We thrash and the affliction rises. We scream and the rot spreads. We did not intend to lie.
You offered to fight a problem that you created.
Can the river not wash and drown? Can poison not cure the disease? They hurt us. We hurt them back. We hurt them again, again. We dreamed of green shoots, roses without thorns to prick. The vines of the past strangle us. Help us. We are alone.
I don't know what to think about you. You lied to me, you caused the Dream Scourge.
We cause it, but it is not our way. We will make this better. We promise. Help us. Release us. Then the rot ends.
This is a multi-generational abusive relationship. That's what we're getting into here. Like, this is multiple generations of Sapadal saying, I'm different this time, I've changed. And then when they do bad things, they're like, it's not our fault, it's not our fault. Like, quite clearly, Sapadal does not learn. There may be reasons for it, there may be explanations, but quite clearly, Sapadal does not learn, and entire, like, civilizations get wiped out. Well, let's say give me one good reason to trust you.
Bare the throat. This time will be different. We promise, free us. All will be well. We give you another sliver of our power, a piece of us. Do you accept? The parasites who trapped us left a door in the garden's wall. Reach it, and you can set us free. Let us aid you once more.
I love that. It's after what I was just saying, the abusive relationship, and she's like, and they're like, let's see, this time will be different. What a great line to follow that up with. Like, this time it will be different. This time I'm not going to do it. We promise. You know, it will all be good this time. Don't worry about it. I mean, all the other times, all those people died, but this time's going to be different. Also, it's this time it'll be different. We promise, for real this time. Hey, do you want a gift? Like, it's, like, so ridiculous, but, here's the thing about our character. We're a hypocrite. We're things that we would, berate others for, we won't berate ourselves for. So of course we're taking Sapadal's power. It's a terrible idea, but like, it's free power. I'll take whatever help I can get.
We grant you our power. Find the wall of the valley across the acid sea. It cups our prison in its palm. It waits. We wait. Free us. End our suffering.
Seeds of Vengeance replaces Dream Touch, heals and revives all nearby allies, and deals damage over time to nearby Dilemgan, Dream Thralls, and Vessels. Temporarily turns up to 3 nearby Kith corpses into allied Dream Thralls. Oh, that's gonna go down well. It's gonna go down well with the squad. Right. Wizard. I don't want level 2, although reducing the essence cost might be quite nice. What's the ones we got? We have Meteor Shower. I don't really need the flames in the ground. This is kind of interesting. I don't really like that ability though. I think we need to take the second level of that, make it better again. Oh, and an attribute point? Oh, and companion level up points. I don't really care about his attack damage or his attack speed, but I really don't want to like give him a new ability at this point. I'm never going to remember to do it. In which case, I'll give you this. Yeah. I'll give you the attack damage. Marius, let's go for increased damage when they're below 50%. Giada, let's go for revives incapacitated allies, I guess. Might happen. And you're going to take something with the slow. Creates an area of effect that afflicts all enemies within its radius. Deals frost damage to afflicted enemies. Let's do that. Let's give it an area of effect. Cool. Right. Oh, and an attribute point, of course. We will take a point of might. That's the one that makes the most sense to me. Cool. And now this is going to take us to the other exit, we think. At which point we want to go... Right. Alright, so this takes us on another... Yeah, this takes us down here. Yeah. Oh, where there are more enemies. Ah, and that explains all the sneaky bits on the way back, because you might be like, I don't actually care. Let's just go back.
Up 10!
There we go. I'm out of stam. We managed to dodge a bullet.
Hey! Over here! Taking the shot.
That was actually very well done, if I do say so myself. That worked pretty well. Right, I don't really need to kill every Dream Thrall in here. I might, but I don't need to. Make our way back. Yeah, so I was right about this place. It's basically designed so that you can go through it twice, and then in the different directions you got different things you could do. Like you could avoid that whole section by heading over here if you had unbarred the door. Oh yeah, how do we get in here? Wait a second. Must be somewhere at the start you can get in here from, right? Or above? I didn't even notice this place. Must be the other side, right? All the way around there. Wait a second. Wait a second. We should have a look. Yeah, that's weird. Because that should be like here, right? Oh, hello. Oh, there's nothing to say. Oh, okay then. Yeah, so this just loops back around to the same place, right? Yeah. That's fine. So that loops here, which loops out here, which loops into this bit. So was there a way to the left here, right? Yeah, there is a way to the left, which goes through this door. So something I missed here? Like a very obvious doorway? No, because this thing goes up. There's no way along there. Well, maybe there is, because look at that. If this goes down here, which implies that there's a reason to go down here, right?
Up 10!
Just wanted to have a look around, actually. My main reason for doing that was just to have a look. Cool. Yeah, so that doesn't lead where I think it does. Oh, wait, is that something? Nope. And it takes us back to this room. Oh, so where is... So the other side to that has to be much earlier then, right? Like the other side to this... Yeah, the other side to this bit has to be much earlier. Not here. Huh. I'm now realizing that there's another section that we haven't been to. I didn't even consider it. I hadn't even remembered that this section existed. But yeah, there's this section, right? Looks like there's a way through, but there's no map of this area. That's the problem. Yeah, we'll have a look around the other side in a second. I just need to clear out some enemies. Oh, I'm out of essence. Alright. Fire. That one's dead.
Still recovering.
Nice. Grab that. Grab those. Cool. Just follow the path it has for us out. Not that I necessarily want to follow that path out, but I want... Yeah, there's this bit up here as well. This bit that implies that there's more there. Maybe there's a way I can glitch my way up. And then I can reverse engineer it from there. Nope, don't think I'm glitching my way up there. So how am I getting that? Well, there were two routes, and I said let's take the main route previously. I take this route. It takes us in here. There's something I'm missing. I mean, that's obvious, but like there's something more I'm missing. Being up there. Being in there. Huh. That's weird. It's very weird that there's an area in there I haven't accessed yet. So I'm fairly, like, I thought we'd done a good job of exploring. Like, I was fairly certain we'd done a reasonable job. And we just haven't. Alright. So in here, that gives you your route round that way, but also shows you this door. I mean, I have to test it, right? Because this is one of the things that can open these doors. No. So there's no way in there. And there's no way in there. Doesn't look like there's a way in from above. There's got to be something at the other side here. So it has to be a way through there. Through that edge. I'm just trying to place it in my head. I'm like, it's got to be through there. Maybe it's up this ladder? This weird... Well, first of all, is it back there? No. Maybe it's up this ladder. I don't know if I spent a long time at the top of this ladder previously. No, and I can't see anything obvious there. Nothing obvious there. Things aren't usually that well hidden in this game. I was looking at this thinking this wall looks a little suspicious. It's not quite a square though. You're not telling us anything. Maybe he would if we had helped him? I mean, we kinda helped him, but not in the way that he wanted. Huh. And this leads somewhere different. Maybe there's a way down here? There is a way down here! Ah! Now we're talking. Now we're talking crazy. This isn't the right way. This was interesting, but that's not the right way. That's just a way around there. That doesn't actually take us where we need to go. Yeah, and we've been this way, and this takes us back up to the top, right? Yeah, that takes us up to the top via that route. This is the way we came back in. Alright, I need to look it up. Give me 2 seconds. Right, so I have looked it up a little bit, And this is apparently what you get if you go in a different way. You can get a password from the other counselor who lets you get in this way. We didn't do anything with the counselor, so we didn't get anything, basically. But there is apparently a way of doing it. If you get yourself wedged on this stalagmite here, and then just kind of dash, you can, in theory, get yourself up there. So, let's see. So it's something like... It's something like jump and then dash, or... Yeah, let's try this again. It looked really easy in the video. But it's something like you use the stalagmite to give you, like, an angle up. So you, like, sit on this one. There, and then you kind of angle yourself up like that. So that was almost it. That's it in concept. Now it's just doing it in practice. Which is difficult, to say the least. Well, when you've not been doing this for the whole game. Oh, we're almost up there. Let's do it again. Oh, we don't quite have the same movement speed as I think we need. Let's put that away for a second. Just need like a little bit more movement speed. I'm wondering whether movement speed is a factor here. Oh, we were almost up. It might be a factor. There is a much easier thing to do, by the way, if you're a warrior. You just use charge. I saw a warrior method, which is you get here and you just jump. And I was like, oh, well, you jump and charge, and it seems so easy. You know what? I'm gonna make a new wizard method. I just had an idea. I just had a brilliant idea. This is the wizard method. Oh, now I just need to get on top of it. Oh, okay. I think I can do this. I think this isn't terrible as an idea. I just need a little bit of height. Just need a little bit of height on that side. Oh, not quite. Okay. It's not a terrible idea. I just need a better spot to do it from. Wait, maybe I can use the warrior method and the wizard method. So what if I do this? You see, you don't get a climbing thing on this. That's the problem. You can land on top of it. You just don't get a climbing thing. Alright, what else could we do here? I see a spot where we can get some height. We either need a spot where we can get some height or a spot where it can get some depth, right? Then we want to kind of jump on top of it. You know what I could do? I could combine the methods by doing something like that. Now let's just see if I can dash. There we go! The wizard method. Aha! That was really easy once it worked. So this is an area we shouldn't be able to access, basically, because it's invisible wall here. This leads to the other entrance to this place, which is what you'd get if you took up Kostya's option. I thought we tried to do Kostya's option, it just wouldn't give us access to it. But anyway. Or at least I tried to do what I thought was Kostya's action. I think you had to go back to him, apparently, with the letter you found about Mihala. But, yeah. Anyway, we got Forja's friend, which is a unique item. Power attack, steal high fire accumulation, special attack, summon a greater fire blight. Centuries ago across the seas, this hammer was created in the White Forge at Durgan's Battery. It was not originally intended to be a weapon of war, rather a tool that could be used to break down exhausted materials for use in far more ambitious weapons. Still, its usefulness in the hands of a skilled warrior is undeniable. Some of the magic for the White Forge lives on in this hammer, able to create painful burns to those it strikes. On occasion, the fire within can even manifest as a living force to aid its wielder. I think you go to Durgan's Battery in the DLC for Pillars 1? It's been a while. Like, it's been a long while since I played Pillars, so I don't know. I'm fairly certain that you can go there. Okay, there's also only one spot where this chest works. That's, yeah. Weird area. Very weird area. Right. Open that. And now we've done it. That's all I wanted to do in here. This has no material benefit to us, this area, by the way. I'm going to put the weapon away, and then that's going to be it. But yeah, that's how you get in if you go with Kostya. I don't know why you would go in that method. I guess it lets you have a stealth route all the way through until you reach the beetles. Yeah, I guess you can stealth route until you reach the beetles, so maybe you can get in. Oh.
I don't know what happened back there, but we can't ignore it. Seems like something stuff. Invaders in the dark.
Okay, we can talk about what happened there in a second, Marius, but we're kind of busy right now. Keep attacking. Oh, hey, wizard. Shoot those up there. Wasn't what I meant to do, but I guess that's what I'm doing here. And then lightning. Hopefully that hits them. Yeah, that's a little odd. We still can't fast travel, by the way. Just want to point that out. Fast travel's still not available to us. Which is weird. But yeah, I guess Kostya's one would let you get all the way in there without at any point, like, fighting anything. It's very odd. I am wondering if that has any story implications, if you get in there without fighting anything. I guess you still have to fight Aelfair on the way in. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know, it might just be part of this game's, like, you can do multiple routes kind of thing. Hit that one. Grab the essence that we need. Pick up the loot. And this is why there are two routes out of here, because you can either go that route straight through the Dream Thrall, or you can walk this route, and that lets you leave and get to a fast travel point quicker. I see, I see. I understand now. We do need to do some cooking as well when we leave here. I'm hoping that I'm good to go. Oh, wait a second. There's Dream Thrall here, but I can now fast travel. Okay. I'm not overly worried about, like, facing the Dream Thrall. Yeah, let's do this. Two things I need to do here. I need to speak to Marius, and I need to, well, three things. Speak to Marius, grab the weapon that we need upgraded with star metal, and do Galawain's thing. Let's do them in a different order. Where's Cash? Cash. There we go. So I'm looking for Meteor Blade, I think. Right? Yes, Meteor Blade, and then I should grab the Arquebus as well, just in case. Where's the Heaven Strike? There we go. Cool.
What's wrong, Marius?
Right.
Your left eye is twitching like you've got something to say.
Right. Well, I just... You know, with your family and all that, I was thinking just that I feel like I can relate is all.
I just figured it out.
Figured out what?
Why I feel so connected to you. Death makes orphans of us all. When it comes for our family, we have to learn how to grieve. And we do it alone. I think that's part of why I became an animancer. So I could study death on my terms. But the grief is always there. I eat it 3 meals a day. And I'll bet you do too.
I generally eat 5 meals a day. Seeds and roughage, but I guess grief comes along now and again. Anyway, I guess I understand what you feel. And it's a blessed tragedy. That's all I wanted to say.
For what it's worth, I wish we didn't have so much in common.
Right. Me too.
Hey, Marius.
Envoy? I've seen Mount Forja erupt before, but never like that. It's like it was angry, like it was screaming in pain. I don't know what really happened, but I assume Sapadal was involved.
I'm learning that Sapadal is more involved in all of this than we thought.
Blessed gods. Is it too much to ask to just let us live our lives for a while? It's like they have nothing better to do. Anyway.
Cool. I think that's all he wanted to say to us. It is.
You're telling me the
I didn't mean to cut her off, but complete every side quest. Aha, fantastic. Let's eavesdrop on these on this argument.
It will sunder all the living lands if we do not put a stop to it.
I know. I felt the lives lost.
It is inexcusable. The forces of nature must be kept in balance. This abuse cannot go unpunished.
Let's listen for more of Aethys.
It is young, fragile. So were we once. But the kith of the living lands cannot chart their own path if they live in fear of its whims.
Kith have no such resolve. The Akita are a pack without a head. They will not find one in a beast that cannot restrain itself.
Let's listen for more about the Akita.
You think so little of them.
Whatever I think of the place of Kith in the room, they cannot forever be quarried.
No. No. What do you mean? We are too late. I sense a great shift in the Audra. One of our siblings has moved with terrible strength. What have they done?
Then may the hunt begin.
Not bad. A little art to brighten up the camp.
Interesting.
I
So I didn't mean to cut him off.
do what you do. Too many unknowns.
But that's what makes it interesting, dearie.
But you can't prepare for what you can't predict. You get bit by a root viper, I have an antidote. But in those ruins, anything could happen.
Well, you just have to prepare as best as you can. And stay on your toes.
It's just not possible to be ready for everything. I'd drive myself to Vinta trying to cover anything that could happen.
Yes, but once you've gone through 30 or so ruins, you start to know what to expect. It makes packing much easier.
Gives me the Vrikas just thinking about it.
Right. So yeah, it sounded like Aethys was like, we should maybe isolate them, we should guide them, we should do something. And then Borica just went, nope, prison. This is the answer to our problems. And a prison that will last forever. You know, it's an answer. It's not a great answer, but it is an answer. Anyway, that is almost everything we have to do done. We've done every side quest in the game. We need to go and do the star metal thing that isn't a side quest. We know that we can't do the Kostya thing anymore because that was related to this dungeon that we just did. Although, in theory, we can do we can get the chest, which is in the council area, if we betray Kostya, because apparently that's how you get the key to the chest in Mihala's chambers. So we could, in theory, do that. I don't know if we want to do that, but it's something we could, in theory, do. Beyond that, I think we've just got the main quest. So, what I'm going to do between episodes is I'm going to go cook a whole bunch of things, because we need to cook a bunch of stuff so that we can actually have essence regen. And then, I'm going to see you for, well, the next episode, which might be the final area of the game. We'll see. Also, if I just check here, we still have a godlike passive we haven't got, and an active we haven't got. That's weird. But we no longer have Dream Touch. Wondering what these are. Must get these in like a final area or something. Maybe you get these for a fight against Ludwig if you choose to go that path? I don't even know what we would be fighting. Anyway, sorry, I just noticed we have a new thing that says we need to look at there. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.